tweets ignite society. Statuses begin battles. Everyone has an opinion. No one wants to surrender. We bring the cold hard facts. We are calling for a ceasefire.
The initial documentation of what being American means can be found in the Declaration of Independence. If you want a history lesson on how the Declaration of Independence came to be, just search it. There's plenty out there. But for our journey, we are going to walk through the document itself, looking for what a portrait of an American might look like. Let's start at the very beginning. First off, an English teacher must find this very hard to read with all the run-on sentences. This is a perfect example of why you shouldn't write with run-ons. So we're going to break these first sentences or paragraphs up so we can better understand them. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one person to dissolve the political bonds which have connected them with another. There are many people who would say, "Hey, that's me," especially now. They would say in the course of human events, "I want to dissolve the political bonds which I've been connected to, so tell me more about it." What we learn here is as an American, we do have the right to dissolve political bonds. There are many countries in which this is not a right, and you would be put to death for even thinking of it. It goes on to say, "and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitled them." Let's skip the first part of this sentence and we'll put it into the next part so it makes a little more sense, given the run-ons. Being an American means we believe everyone has a separate and equal station given to them by the laws of nature and nature's God. In general, they were trying to say that even though the American colonies were breaking away, they had the same rights as any other country. This right was seen to be given to them not by other political powers, but by the laws of nature and of nature's God. It was an entitlement they had. If we take that first part where it said, "and to assume among the powers of the earth," and add it to the next part, it says, "and to assume among the powers of the earth a decent respect to the opinions of mankind." This means, being American, we will have a decent respect to the opinion of other human beings. The next part says, "requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to separate." And because we recognize everyone has a separate and equal station given to them by the laws of nature and nature's God, we respect the differing opinions. We will declare the reasons we want to separate from our previous political bonds. Think resignation letter. It doesn't give us the right to just walk away. It doesn't give us the right to tear down statues, and it doesn't give us the right to call anyone names. It simply says, we will give a reason for why we want to separate. It sure would be nice if people would stop reposting memes, although some are pretty funny, and start articulating what they are so upset about. And it would be nice if those making comments would also do the same. Sometimes it's really funny when you see friends on the opposite side of the political spectrum posting the exact same meme with a different political figure's face on it, but saying the same thing. All the while, the creators of the memes are laughing their heads off at both the posters. Write it down. You have the right, as an American citizen, to separate from a political party and write it down. So, why not write it down? Let your local, state, and national representatives know how you feel.